Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past. While I'm missing out on now, we've come so far. I felt some pain, I seen some things, but I'm here now. Let's get over it. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm David Nunez. I'm the Executive Director here at CPA this year, and I'm here to say welcome this afternoon. Before today's ceremony begins, there's a few things that we'd like to ask the audience. We anticipate that the ceremony will be about 30 minutes, and with that in mind, we ask everyone to remain seated throughout the program. As well, we know that with the significance of tonight's ceremony, you may be looking for the perfect picture. And in doing so, we ask that you remain off to either side of the building so as not to impede the view of others. But last but not least, we also ask that your cell phones are all put in silent mode throughout the ceremony. And in fact, if you'd be willing to put them in airplane mode, it helps with the cell service because we are doing a live feed of today's graduation ceremony, and so if you're willing to do that, that would be great. Thank you all for your anticipated cooperation in making this a positive day for everyone. When I look out at all of you today, I see so much excitement and the promise of great things to come, and it makes me excited. Excited to hear where you're all going to take your lives. This ceremony is an important rite of passage. So much is going to happen to you, so much is going to change in the next coming years, and I know, as graduates of CPA, that you are going to take every opportunity that comes your way. We're proud of all you have accomplished to get to this point today, and all of us at CPA have great faith in your future. So enjoy today's ceremony and celebrate. Today is for you. And then you can go out into the world and you can make us all even more proud. Now, if everyone would stand, we'll be playing the national anthem.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, administrators, families, guests, the graduating class of 2021. My name is Angel, and I've been a student here for 6 years. And today I'll be sharing 3 of the most important life lessons I've learned from La Community of Peace Academy. One of the most important things I've learned is the F word. But it's not what you think. This F word makes people shy away from pursuing their dreams. This F word pops into your mind when you have to start something new. This F word isn't a curse word, it's worse. The F word I'm talking about today is fear. In 6th grade, I almost decided to skip basketball tryouts just because of the fear I embarrassed myself. I really wanted to play, but I was just a fat, clueless kid running up and down the court, hitting a lucky shot here and there. But I still went to the tryouts. I gave it all I had, because I knew I wouldn't get another chance till next year. Long story short, I made the team. I don't know how I made that team, but if young me had never taken that chance, I would not be where I am today as captain of the basketball varsity team for the last 2 years. Basketball is one of my biggest passions in life. I would have not discovered it if I lived in fear. So graduating class of 2021, don't let fear stop you from taking that chance. The second lesson I'd like to share with you today is about life's ups and downs. In the coming years, you might buy that car you've always wanted, or maybe you'll get a date with your crush. On the other hand, your car might break down, or your credit card might get declined while you're on that date. How will you react? Here's a powerful piece of wisdom by motivational speaker Brian Tracy, and I quote, "You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you react, and you can control your attitude. But in that, you will be mastering change rather than letting change master you." The end of our 11th grade year was a very bizarre time. COVID had taken over, and we were supposed to come back after a 2-week break. But that 2-week break turned out to be a month, then another month, and another. The next thing you know, we were full-time distance learning on Zoom. COVID ruined a lot of things. It hurt a lot of families, caused a bunch of businesses to shut down, and changed the way we learned in school, interacted with each other. As students, it killed our dreams of sports seasons, field trips, a prom, and a fun senior year. But even though all these things went wrong, we have to remember, we can't control what happens, but we can control how we react. Instead of focusing on what we didn't experience, we can have a good attitude about what we do have, and we're about to get to do. It was a hard lesson to learn, but the second big lesson I learned at CPA. Learn to master your emotions and control your reactions so that no person or uncontrollable event can take away your energy. So you keep that good energy and you enjoy your journey. As soon as this ceremony ends and we leave this park, a race with no finish line begins. We will have trials and tribulations. We'll all take different paths. This race is life. My last piece of advice to you today is race at your own pace. Whenever I'm running and I start to get tired, I just say to myself, Angel, after you run to that stop sign 1 block away, you can take a breather. But after I get there, instead of stopping, I just tell myself, stop at the next block. And I keep repeating this process till I finish my run with no breaks. It's the same with schoolwork. If you look at the whole syllabus or the whole project, it can be really stressful. But if you break it down into small chunks, it's not that bad. You can tie this into real life by setting small goals for yourself. Before you know it, you have accomplished a big achievement by setting small goals. We don't need everything figured out by tomorrow, so don't feel rushed in your race. Take it day by day, step by step, and be proud of yourself on the journey that you're on. In conclusion, I hope you all move into your next adventure with an attitude that is fearless, the spirit to make the best of change that come your way, and with the patience and pride it takes to run at your own pace. Thanks to the entire class of 2021. You all hold a special place in my heart, and I always remember our time together. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Josue Martinez, and I'd like to say congratulations seniors. We all made it to this day, and we should all be very proud. We were raised into a routine of attending school throughout our childhood and teenage years that continued for approximately 13 years of our lives. There was always another assignment to finish, another grade to complete, and another year to look forward to. Now, as I stand before you, we are graduating high school. We open our eyes and realize we made it to adulthood. It is now our responsibility to make our own decisions and write our own stories. Before we are dismissed and leave high school in the past, I would like for us to reflect a little bit about the time we had at CPA and all that we had learned during our high school years. Looking back on my early years at CPA, I would say this high school was the perfect fit for me. However, I didn't think this way in the beginning. I actually wanted to move away from the school to attend another. At CPA, the environment is smaller, there are less selectives, and it was difficult transitioning to a new school. But as each day progressed, I slowly began to realize that this school was a special place. I had never met teachers that gave a noticeable passion and commitment to educating and connecting with students. I had never had any fun with learning and never thought about applying my learned knowledge to the real world. And lastly, I had never met students with a strong desire to succeed and open their arms to a new student in class. I am more than happy to say that this all changed while I attended CPA. I wouldn't be the person I am today had I not attended this school. High schools aren't ranked on anything except academics and athletics, but if they were, CPA might rank #1 in community building, student development, and post-secondary education support. My witnesses are the people sitting next to you, dressed in the cap and gown. Just last week, we all had to come up with a senior speech to present in front of everyone. Every speech that was given included some of the best memories that students have ever had in their lives at CPA, and every student learned something that they can take with them after graduation. In truth, I am more than happy to have stayed at CPA. Zooming forward to 2021, I'm extremely grateful to spend my 4 years with all of you seniors and staff. We entered high school as immature, ruthless kids and are now graduating as responsible young adults. I educated myself a lot at CPA, and I wouldn't have gotten this far without you all. The hardships some of you have put me through helped me to learn and grow from the experience to be the young man that I am today, and all the love many of you shared with me has a special place in my heart. Each and every one of you contributed to my high school experience, and it wouldn't have been the same without you all. During my time here, I made friends that I know will stick around with me, and CPA staff I would love to keep in touch with. As we look forward to tomorrow, never forget what you have learned at CPA. Here are some of the things CPA has taught me that we should never forget. To set goals for yourself and work towards them, because there is nothing you cannot accomplish. We aren't afraid to do something great in life because we are limited. We are afraid because we are limitless. Therefore, crush whatever it is that you fear and do what you are passionate about, and be that one person that creates peace with every step you take to better the world. Lastly, I thank CPA for fulfilling its vision of educating the whole student. You taught us something much more valuable than memorizing hundreds of vocabulary words,